About to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
They gon' know me as legendary. When he stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option.
How about that pass? Come on, that was amazing. Nice.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Andre Drummond.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Andre Drummond is out there with Durant. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
They get it again. Doncic. And it's sent back by Drummond. Durant dishes to Curry. Back to KD. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Drummond throws it down.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
And Doris, you can feel Andre Drummond's presence all over the floor. But it's really on the glass where he is truly at his most dominant.
He is nearly unmatched in terms of his rebounding ability. This guy is a multi-time league leader in that stat. He works so hard to secure possessions for his team.
Here's Curry. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Curry passes to KD. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Now Drummond after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And he makes that one.
Yeah, such a rarity these days, but Andre Drummond is a true five. The guy wants to work on the interior.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Drummond. 6 points for him. Irving with it. Shoots over Doncic and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brunson against Curry. The score now all even.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 31-point game against Miami. Clock at 6. Outside Irving. Curry wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front. They lead by 3. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Agreed, and for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Brown. Dinwiddie outside. Here he goes. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, G.A., right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Sterling Brown. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Bullock with it, guarded by Curry. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Nets leading by 8. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving dishes to KD. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, with Kevin Durant's size and his reach and his release point, if he's in the paint, you can bet he's going to score it.
Doncic outside. Over Irving. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Nets have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Durant. Griffin a screen on Bertans. And the Nets another 3.
Lethal outside shooting. That is Kevin Durant at his best. Give him airspace, face and turn the lights out.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
To come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
I think for Brooklyn, they played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And now turning our attention to this game, we have seen a very confident performance for the Nets.
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Seth Curry is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's KD in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. Driving in. Blocked again.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Durant against Brunson. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Here's Irving after Luka Doncic's bucket. Powell with the steal. Bullock passes to Brunson. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic from 13 feet. It goes down. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, this guy will not hesitate. Reads the defense, understanding mid-range jumper is available. Yeah, I can make that.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Dallas also making some changes. Brownie's checked in for Reggie Bullock, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Luka Doncic. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
In addition to his shooting range, Bullock, a solid defender at that position.
No doubt. He's aggressive and disciplined, and that's a hard combination. You can trust Bullock on ball on an island against a good scorer. He's also solid off ball. This guy is a sort of classic 3-and-D role player.
Dinwiddie against Dragic. Passes it to Brown. Now Brunson. And the three ball is good. Brunson's got 5.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now here's Mills. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Dragic, lets it fly, and he can't bank that one in. Here's Brunson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From deep. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Come on, fans. It's the fourth quarter.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Brown. Travis Berton's out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Brown outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Irving. The three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Kleber with a screen on Curry. Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Curry driving to the basket. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Durant against Brown. Irving with a clean look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, Kyrie Irving can be the catalyst, or he can be the finisher. Catch and shoot game is on point.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now Irving. Pass to Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way.
What I love is the confidence that Seth Curry plays with, and it has him attacking the defense. A little bit too physical there defensively.
At the line, 2 times.
Free throw good by Curry. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Kyrie Irving.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Here's Irving. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Great game. How were you able to have so much success scoring?
Just by playing aggressive, man. This is my playground out here, so I just treated it so. I just had fun playing basketball. I'm so grateful to be playing the game that I love every single day. So, you know, and being back home is nothing like it, man. I just come out here and just have fun. It's easy to play out here in Brooklyn, man.
We all love coming to the app, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.